What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. And I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer. And today, it is time for some bizarre cinema because I have a really crazy Hong Kong movie that is outrageous. It is Chi Chang's 1982 oddball, very insane classic. It is Calamity of Snakes, and this one is just something you have to see to believe. So let's jump right in and check it out. Here is Calamity of Snakes. Calamity of Snakes is a beyond bonkers Hong Kong when nature attacks flick. Shot in Taiwan and jam-packed with so many snakes that your serpent phobia will be sent into overdrive. Insanely cruel, constantly over the top, and busting at the seams with unbelievably weird set pieces. This wild and crazy horror action comedy literally throws everything it can at its audience, including the kitchen sink, which is literally filled with snakes. Unbelievably bonkers, mind-meldingly ludicrous, and beyond question bizarre. Calamity of Snakes is a cinematic experience that honestly can't be defined, other than describing it as batshit crazy. The film follows the wild events that occur after a crooked businessman hell-bent on starting construction on a luxury apartment building stumbles across an enormous nest of 1,000 snakes. Pissed off to high hell and pressured by deadlines, the boss orders the snakes destroyed, setting into motion an all-out war between man and serpents. Suddenly, snakes of all shapes and sizes begin descending on the apartment complex and onto anyone foolish enough to live within the vicinity of the grounds. With writhing, bloodthirsty serpents as far as the eye can see, and venomous menaces multiplying by the second, is anyone safe from the Calamity of Snakes? When it comes to gruesome snake horror and over-the-top when animal attack flicks, none do it more insanely than this frantic little Hong Kong gem. Pushing the very concept to the limits, Calamity of Snakes is a no-holds-barred approach to killer snake films. Though filled to the brim with grotesque real-life snake killings and off-putting cruelty, the film manages to rise above those trappings to present a production of total ludicrous proportions and manic fun. From its excessive use of actual snakes to its laughable implementation of a giant oversized kung fu fighting anaconda, there's really no limits to the madness that flash upon the screen. The obsessive nature of the filmmakers to keep upping the ante as the film moves along is exceptionally impressive and culminates into an epic conclusion that really has to be seen to be believed, and even then your brain won't be able to handle the craziness. Though the narrative of the film is simplistic at best, and the human actors of the piece are little more than props for the Serpentine Massacre spectacular, the ambitious scope of the production makes up for the lack of depth and substance, and rather celebrates the pure concept of snakes running amok and the destruction that would surely play out when hundreds of serpents have had enough of humans' shit. Bloody, cruel, and unbelievably wacky, Calamity of Snakes is an explosion of weirdness, which never shies away from silliness or taboo moments that it frequently conjures up, yet rather indulges in the savage side of cult classic flicks, and the unchecked and unhinged nature of oddball cinema. The sequences of the film are remarkably frantic and filled to the brim with mind-boggling moments, which might be a bit overwhelming, especially if you have a healthy fear of snakes in general. But the ultimate conclusion is that the efforts put on screen amount to the visual equivalents of madness, as nothing is sacred and anything is fair game, just as long as the flood of snakes keep coming and the body count continues to rise as the serpents savagely murder all in their path. Even if it is a low-budget Hong Kong production, this is one of those genuinely unique and rare occasions where the title Calamity of Snakes and the expectations that come along with such a name fully pay off and then some. If you love oddball cinema and the Hong Kong flicks that go above and beyond in their efforts to entertain and blow our mind, then you will absolutely get a kick out of this venomously outrageous production. It's cruel, unusual, and without a doubt bizarre, and what more could you ask for in an early 80s Hong Kong horror action comedy? In the end, Calamity of Snakes is a sensationally silly, highly grotesque, and insanely unbelievable cinematic experience. One that will make your skin absolutely crawl. And holy crap, that is one weird and crazy cinematic masterpiece Very strange, very unusual, and perfect for the bizarre segment here. That's Calamity of Snakes. I don't know if there's any movie that is just as outrageous and crazy and over the top as that one, but it really takes the cake in oddball cinema that just really boggles the mind that it was even made. But guys, that is it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment below because I love hearing from you. But until then, I will see you all at the next movie review at the Lucid Nightmare. See ya!